Anyone from this particular class right now? Anyone who has seen the entire video which I have shared with you through the link yesterday? Have you seen that? See, the video is going to give you the confirmation that yes, you were present. At the same time, it will tell you what was your body language when your camera was on. So it's really very important to know the things from the other side. Tomorrow you may be facing an interview, and at that time you will be very much cautious about your body language, especially your gestures and postures while your camera is on. So I now request everyone to please turn on the camera before we start the session. I shall be starting the session at sharp 12:10. Monica, hello. Good afternoon. You are the first who has turned on the camera. Hello, Priyanka.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Hello, Kunal. Hello, Saurabh. Hello, Parinita. Welcome
Hello,
everyone
sir.
to this particular class. Hello, Omkar. Hi, Suraj.
Hello, sir.
I'm glad to see your faces, and I'm very glad that you are attending the third session online, despite of the fact that the data is constraint, and despite of the fact that you might be having regular classes and continuously attending 2 hour session and then attending a third session. It's really a taxing job. So let's start. It's 12:10 right now. I welcome everyone who is present in this class right now. And today I'm going to discuss about why marketing has started basically. There has to be some particular linkage. If you are doing anything, then you must know why you are doing. Otherwise, whatever you will do, that will be just a futile attempt. So, you know Rock, he is a very famous Hollywood movie actor. Earlier, he was with WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, Dwayne Johnson. Anyone knows about him? Dwayne Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. And then you know about Arnold Schwarzenegger? Arnold?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, according to them, if you don't have any goals in your life, it would be just like roaming in the desert and then ending nowhere. If you really want to know why you want to pursue MBA, then try to understand the basics and try to understand the objectives behind it and have a clear goal. And that is why we have kept one lecture of goal setting on the very first day of the induction program. MBA is not just about providing you the job opportunity. MBA is all about changing your perception, first of all. Now, I'll take an example. You all know about various products which are around you. Let's take an example of baby products or any other product whichever in your mind. I can quote n number of example. Now I'll be taking example from sports goods companies. ठीक है, sports goods and accessories, that is Nike. Now the name of the Nike and the brand is so popular today that everyone knows about it. They don't need any kind of introduction to the market, and the consumers are also aware about the Nike brand. Now as such, if any other brand is manufacturing the shoes with the same quality, the people are not going to take it in that sense. Why? Because the people are having a very strong perception about that name. लोग बोलते हैं ना, नाम में क्या रखा है. तो ये जो नाम में क्या रखा है, इस नाम को ब्रांड में कन्वर्ट करना, ये मार्केटिंग का काम है. आज नाइके जो एक इतना पॉपुलर ब्रांड बना है मार्केट में, उसकी वजह क्या है, किस तरीके से लोगों ने उसको एक्सेप्ट किया. इवन वर्ल्ड के फेमस एथलीट्स नाइके, प्यूमा, रिबॉक, एडिडास, ये स्पोर्ट्स गियर ही क्यों यूज करते हैं और मैक्सिमम इसी की ही डिमांड क्यों है, इसका ही मार्केट शेयर क्यों है? सो द आंसर इज वन, दैट इज द परसेप्शन. आप एक मेकअप आर्टिस्ट का एग्जांपल ले लीजिए. बहुत सारे मेकअप आर्टिस्ट होंगे आपके एरिया में, ब्यूटी पार्लर वाले, स्पा वाले, बहुत कोई होंगे. और अभी लॉकडाउन का पीरियड जब चालू था तो उसमें से कई लोगों का बिजनेस बंद था. बट इसी लॉकडाउन के पीरियड में कुछ मेकअप आर्टिस्ट ऐसे थे जिनके पास में इतना काम था कि उनको फुर्सत नहीं थी, एंड दे वर चार्जिंग वेरी हाई अमाउंट ऑफ फीस. ये फ्रीलांसिंग की जॉब में और बाकी दूसरे सर्विसेज में और प्रोडक्ट के सेगमेंट में देखा गया लॉकडाउन के पीरियड में कि कुछ लोगों के पास जॉब या काम बिल्कुल नहीं था. वहीं एट द सेम टाइम कुछ लोगों के पास इतना काम आ गया कि उन्होंने ज्यादा फीस चार्ज करना चालू कर दिया. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल किराना वाले, डॉक्टर्स, मेडिकल स्टोर्स. ये सब लोगों ने अपने प्रोडक्ट्स जो भी थे, खासकर मास्क और सैनिटाइजर्स और ये जो डिसइंफेक्टेंट्स थे, आप लोगों ने सभी यूज किया हुआ है। तो बेसिकली होता क्या है, जब लोग कुछ खरीदने जा रहे हैं, N95 हो या कोई और दूसरा मास्क हो, तो ये एक परसेप्शन है लोगों का, जो किसी भी नाम को इतना फेमस कर देता है कि वो एक ब्रांड बन जाता है। अभी आपको सेंटा क्लॉज का एग्जांपल दूंगा। एवरीवन नोज अबाउट सेंटा क्लॉज, राइट? आप में से मुझे कोई बता सकता है, इस क्लास में जितने भी लोग हैं अभी, दोज हु आर प्रेजेंट ऑनलाइन, कि सेंटा क्लॉज का ओरिजिनल कलर क्या था? सिमरन, मोनिका, कुणाल, प्रियंका, देवेंद्र, एनीवन? What was the original color of the dress of or the suit of Santa Claus?
Red. Red.
Red. Okay. How many of you say red? Please raise up your hand like this.
Red and
How
white.
many of red and white? Okay. How many of you say red? Please raise up your hand, everyone, by turning on the camera. I should see you. Santa Claus आप लोगों ने बचपन से लाल कलर में देखा है? Okay. Everyone, please raise up your hand. Those who agree. Okay. How about Namrata?
Just
Akansha?
saw in green. Sorry.
Green color. Okay. Why the color was green? Okay. He has given a right answer. The original color of Santa Claus was not red, but actually it was green. Akshata, can you tell us why it was green? See, it's a session of marketing. So let us engage in some interaction and discussions. सेंटा क्लॉज का ओरिजिनल कलर ग्रीन क्यों था? जिसने बोला है वही मुझे एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं। सिमरन आप बता सकते हैं, देवेंद्र आप बोल सकते हैं। Any idea? Any idea? ओंकार?
No, sir,
उनको पसंद होगा सर।
ओके, देखिए ऐसा कुछ नहीं था। सेंटा क्लॉज का जो कलर था वो एक्चुअल में ग्रीन था, बट हुआ क्या, कोका कोला ने अपनी एडवर्टीजमेंट कैंपेन चालू किए रेड कलर के साथ में ड्यूरिंग 1800 सेंचुरी, 1800 मिड ऑफ 1800 सेंचुरी, और 1931 में वो सेंटा क्लॉज के आउटफिट में उन्होंने सेलिब्रेशन का, जब वो अपना क्रिसमस का टाइम चल रहा था, तो सेलिब्रेशन के लिए उन्होंने सेंटा क्लॉज के आउटफिट में अपने प्रोडक्ट को लॉन्च किया और उसकी मार्केटिंग की। वो इतना फेमस हो गया कि सेंटा क्लॉज का जो ड्रेस का कलर है वो ग्रीन से रेड में कन्वर्ट हो गया। दैट वाज इन 1931। आज तक हम जो भी देख रहे हैं, दैट इज नॉट द ओरिजिनल कलर ऑफ सेंटा क्लॉज। ये सब कैसे हुआ? मार्केटिंग से। कोका कोला ब्रांड ने अपने रेड कलर को इतना पॉपुलर बना दिया, इतना पॉपुलर बना दिया कि उसकी वजह से सेंटा क्लॉज की ड्रेस का कलर भी चेंज हो गया। राइट? आप लोगों ने आईपीएल देखा है? अभी आप आईपीएल, अगर आप कभी स्पेक्टेटर्स को देखते हैं ऑडियंस में, तो आपने क्या देखा? चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स के जितने भी फैन हैं वो येलो कलर में आपको मिलेंगे, राइट? उनको कुछ भी पहनना हो लेकिन वो येलो कलर में बहुत खुश हो जाते हैं, बिकॉज उनका वो परसेप्शन है कि इफ वी आर वियरिंग द येलो जर्सी then it means that we are supporting the team. Same is the case with Mumbai Indians. Every particular state's team is being supported by their what? Audience and supporters. Yes. So ये जो मार्केटिंग है, मार्केटिंग बेसिकली आज परसेप्शन बेस्ड हो गई है। आप लोगों के परसेप्शन को अगर बोला जाए बहुत ही सिंपल लैंग्वेज में, इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज माइंड स्पेस। माइंड स्पेस, माइंड मतलब दिमाग में आपने लोगों की एक ऐसी जगह बना दी है जिसको कोई हटा नहीं सकता। जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जब हम छोटे थे तो हमको कुछ टीचर्स बहुत पसंद आते थे, राइट? और वो टीचर्स हमको इतने पसंद आते थे कि हम बोलते थे कि ये टीचर के अलावा हमें किसी से नहीं पढ़ना। मेरा कोई फ्रेंड अगर था बचपन में, मुझे भी याद है, तो मैं सोचता था कि इस फ्रेंड के अलावा मुझे किसी से बात नहीं करना। इवन अगर मुझे डेस्क अपनी शेयर करनी तो मैं अपने फ्रेंड के साथ में शेयर करूंगा। सो ये क्या था? ये एक परसेप्शन था मेरा। ऐसा नहीं था कि क्लास में और भी बेस्ट लोग नहीं थे, बट लेकिन हमारा परसेप्शन बन जाता है और हम फिर उसी जगह पे बार बार जाते हैं और उन्हीं लोगों से इंटरेक्ट करते हैं। सो दैट इज ऑल अबाउट मार्केटिंग। आपके दिमाग में माइंड स्पेस किसी ने अगर क्रिएट कर दिया तो वो जल्दी जल्दी हटता नहीं। आप मुंबई चले जाओ, सलमान खान की फैन फॉलोइंग आप देख सकते हो, आप अमिताभ बच्चन की फैन फॉलोइंग आप देख सकते हो। उनके बंगलों के बाहर, जलसा के बाहर लोगों की लाइन लगी रहती है उनकी एक झलक पाने के लिए, राइट? अगर आप शाहरुख खान के बंगलों के पास जाओगे मन्नत के सामने, तो आप देखोगे कि हर वीकेंड में शाहरुख खान केवल एक 5 मिनट निकल के ऐसे हाथ वेव करता है और उसके लिए लोगों की लाइन लगी रहती है। तो शाहरुख खान जरूरी नहीं कि वर्ल्ड का सबसे बेस्ट सुपरस्टार है, बट ये क्या है, लोगों का माइंड स्पेस। लोगों ने अपने दिमाग में उसको इतना इंपॉर्टेंस दे दी है कि अब वो उसके अलावा अभी किसी चीज को सोचते नहीं है, राइट? सो एवरीवन टुडे is thinking about a brand from that perception, and here starts our topic, that is marketing. So what is marketing? Basically, marketing is a social and managerial process by which the individuals and the groups, they obtain what they need and want by creating, offering and exchanging products of value with each other. In short, अगर बोला जाए तो marketing means meeting the needs of the customers profitably. Profitably मतलब आप लोगों को कुछ वैल्यू की अगर चीज दोगे तो वो इतना इंपॉर्टेंट उनके लिए होगा कि वो आपको पैसा देने के लिए हिचकेंगे नहीं। अभी आपको एक और एग्जांपल देता हूं। आप लोगों को पता है माइंड स्पेस से रिलेटेड अभी इंडिया में कुछ ब्रांड्स ऐसे हैं जो इतने फेमस हो गए कि अभी प्रोडक्ट का नाम उनके नाम से लिया जाने लगा है। जैसे अगर आज एक छोटे बच्चे को या किसी को अगर भेज दो कि जाओ जाके किराना स्टोर से आप नूडल्स खरीद के ले आओ, तो वो जाके वहां पे क्या मांगेगा? मैगी दे दो भैया, राइट? वो ये नहीं कहेगा yippee दे दो, सैंडविच दे दो, वो क्या कहेगा? मैगी दे दो, राइट? उसी तरीके से आपने और भी एग्जांपल्स देखे होंगे। अगर पीने का पानी, पैकेज वाटर बॉटल, द मिनरल वाटर, आज आप जाके मार्केट में जब भी कभी जाते हैं और पूछते हैं पान वाले के पास, किराना स्टोर, होटल में, भैया बिस्लेरी दे देना, और वो वेटर भी आपको बोलता है पानी सादा या बिस्लेरी, राइट? सो बिस्लेरी जरूरी नहीं कि उसके पास में अवेलेबल होगा, बट देन बिस्लेरी हैज बिकम सो पावरफुल इन योर माइंड दैट यू विल इजिली रिकॉग्नाइज अ प्रोडक्ट बाय दैट ब्रांड नेम. So brand has been created with the help of marketing. Tomorrow you will also become a brand, right? आज जो कुछ भी है, irrespective of that, चाहे चाहे वो मोनिका हो, अंतेश्वर हो, चाहे वो सौरभ हो, चाहे वो निकिता हो, राइट? आज आप एक स्ट्रॉन्ग ब्रांड अगर नहीं भी है तो आप कल बन सकते हैं। केवल आपको एक चीज याद रखनी है कि आप जो एमबीए कर रहे हो, आपको केवल एमबीए पे फोकस नहीं करना है, क्योंकि एमबीए तो ऐसे लाखों लोग कर रहे हैं पूरे दुनिया में जिनके पास में यही डिग्री होगी, वही काम कर रहे हैं। आपको क्या करना है? आपको ये देखना है मार्केट में कि जितने लोगों ने एमबीए किया और जितने लोग टॉप में हैं, उन्होंने लोगों के माइंड स्पेस में किस तरीके से जगह बनाई। अगर कुछ ऐसा आप कर लें, कुछ अगर आप ऐसा कर लें कि आप माइंड स्पेस में अपने कस्टमर की जगह बना ले, अपने क्लाइंट्स की जगह बना ले, तो आप मार्केटिंग में सक्सेसफुल हो गए, राइट? चाहे आप आगे आगे चल के चार्टेड अकाउंटेंट बने, चाहे आप एक अच्छे लॉयर बने, चाहे आप एक अच्छे मैनेजर बने, आपको लोगों के माइंड स्पेस पे जगह बनानी बहुत जरूरी है। अदरवाइज आपके पास में कितनी भी स्किल होगी, लोग उस स्किल की कदर नहीं करेंगे। आपके पास उतना बिजनेस नहीं आएगा, आपके पास उतना प्रॉफिट नहीं आएगा, आपके पास उतना पैसा नहीं आएगा, राइट? तो आपको लोगों के माइंड स्पेस पे जगह बनानी है, और ये काम होता है मार्केटिंग का, राइट? सौरभ, यू वांटेड टू आस्क सम क्वेश्चन? निकिता, सौरभ, यू हैव रेज्ड योर हैंड, प्लीज। सौरभ, हाँ सौरभ, कोई क्वेश्चन है आपका? सौरभ, कोई क्वेश्चन है? नो क्वेश्चंस? हाउ अबाउट निकिता? निकिता?
No question, sir.
Okay, thank you. So until now, the topic has been clear to everyone. So let's talk about the further topic, the next part, that is when marketing started actually. So marketing basically started with the trade concept. So marketing and trade, they have a very long history. Marketing did not exist as a term until 1900 century, but slowly, in the period of 1900 to 1910, the first marketing textbooks were published. This information you will not find in any textbook which has been published or not published. So this information I have collected just to help you to understand when actually the marketing concept was actually termed, and when we started using the marketing term in our day-to-day corporate language. So in 1900 to 1910, the first marketing textbooks were published, and some institutional economists, they started to teach the distribution. They later added the word advertisement and then promotion and pricing. So from 1900 century, you will see that there has been a use of this particular terminology. Now, why marketing was needed by the sales department? Because the sales department was already functioning, but then there was something which was lacking with the sales department. Because as the sales people were going in the market, they were regularly meeting the customers. They were not having time to conduct the consumer research, to identify what is changing in terms of needs, wants, taste, satisfaction, anything. Suppose today I am offering you a mobile phone. You are using that mobile phone because it is having cutting edge technology and features. But at the same time, if competitor is launching something advanced cell phone with some advanced features, the same technology will become outdated very soon. So for that purpose, you need to understand the consumer sentiments on a regular basis. And to understand the consumer sentiments, you have to conduct the research, that is through the survey. While conducting the survey, you will get to know the perception of the consumers, their taste, their habits, their preferences, etc. etc. So this was one area wherein the sales department wanted a support. The next area wherein they wanted the support was to find the leads. Since the sales people were on the particular market, and they were in the market, they were not having enough time to just find out the leads and then convert those leads into the customers. So as we talk about the leads, first of all, you have cold callings. Then from the cold calling, some leads are generated. They are being converted into hot leads. Then from the hot leads, you convert it into opportunities. Then you give them the codes, and then finally, the new customers are being created. So this was another one important drawback with the sales department, that they were not finding enough time because they were always on the field. And the next important point was preparing the brochures and other promotion material. So that was initially the reason why marketing started. Marketing initially started because of three important reasons at that time during early 1900 century. First was conducting the consumer research, finding, second is finding leads, and the third one is preparing the brochures and other promotion material. Now let's move ahead. Now talking about the nature of marketing. So marketing is a very sophisticated term. Marketing basically helps the company to interact with the consumers to create the relationships which are beneficial to both the parties. That is the buyer and sellers. Now, the nature of marketing can be very well explained with the help of the points which I'm going to tell you right now. First is a specialized business function. So marketing is very sophisticated and very specialized business function because it focuses right from the grassroots level, that is the problems, the need, wants and desires of the customers. Based on that, the product has been designed, the test marketing has been done, and finally the product has been launched. So therefore it is called as a specialized business function. The second one is socially desirable function, because the society wants a product which should be fit as per their need, wants and expectations. So marketing always helps in evolving the product with respect to the society and with respect to the needs of the society by and large. Now today there is a great demand for cutting the carbon footprints. That is why in most of the cases, the topmost brands in the world, they are focusing on how to reduce the carbon footprint by reducing the by reducing such kind of processes wherein, or eliminating such kind of processes which are contributing towards the CO2 emissions. So this is also helpful if you do the marketing. In marketing, you will understand what is the need of the society, because you will not just focus on the product, but you will be focusing on the society by and large. And if you look at it from that angle, then the problem will be resolved. I'll give you the example in this case. What happened in Talegaon Dabade MIDC area? It's a very big MIDC area in Pune. There was a time when Mercedes-Benz and General Motors company, they had set up their plant. Now General Motors company is having a plant which is spread up in 300 acres of area. What problems they had faced, I would like to quote over here. Initially, when the construction was going on, at that time there was an agitation from the villagers, the local villagers. The villagers were protesting for the roads because the roads were very poorly constructed, and because of the poor conditions of the road, lot of fatal accidents had happened. And the villagers were having the fear that when the plant will be set up over here, because of the heavy vehicle, the conditions of the road will further get deteriorated. Nobody was listening, although they had pleaded with the that time chief minister, that was Mr. Deshmukh, Vilasrao Deshmukh, late chief minister Vilasrao Deshmukh. So if you know that if no one will listen in India, there is another route that people follow, the another route, that is protest. So they started agitation and they started protest, and they had stopped all the vehicles of General Motors company, Volkswagen company, as well as the Mercedes-Benz company to plight on that particular road, and and they had stopped all the particular logistics from that road. After this particular problem became very severe, these companies had met that time Chief Minister, Mr. Vilas Rao Deshmukh sir, and then they had requested Vilas Rao Deshmukh sir to take an urgent action, immediate action on this particular part. But then there was some slight delay from the government side, and the company was facing huge losses. So what companies did was they had contributed their own CSR funds, that is corporate social responsibility funds, and they had constructed a road over there. By constructing the road, the problem of this particular road was resolved, and the villagers had stopped doing any kind of protest. Then villagers had realized that after doing agitation and protest, the companies had bowed to their demands, and then they had come up with another new demand, that was the pure drinking water. Because of the village, the pure drinking water was not available. There was a tank which used to go to the village in every 7 days, and people used to fill their particular vessels that used to last for the entire week. So again, villagers had started protesting, and then these companies had come to the savior. These companies had again taken up the issue to the chief minister, and then with the help of the state government at that time, they had installed the pure drinking water facilities in the village. So as a company, they should have focused only on the production part. But what they did was they had extended their olive branch, they had extended their support to the local villagers for making their lives better. That is what the companies are doing today. If you go in city part where I am residing, there you will find mobile toilets of Philips company. Philips has nothing to do with the toilet problem, but why Philips is providing such kind of toilet and other facility? That is because of two reasons. The first reason is they want to do the corporate social responsibility, which is mandatory as per the government norms. That means you have to invest minimum 2% of your profit in the CSR activities that would be contributed towards the welfare and the development of the society. And the second reason is if you do something for the society, people will have a strong perception about you, and they will consider you very strong in the priority list. Your name will be in the preference list, and then you will become a powerful brand. So it's a socially desirable function. Tata is doing lot of activities, philanthropic activities. Ajim Premji, he had donated his entire IT facility just to convert it into the quarantine facility at that time. So that was one of the reason why such particular brands are very popular in India. Now you can say that the third point is integrative function. Marketing is considered as an integrative function because it gets integrated with other fields. Like, for example, if you want to manufacture something, suppose X amount of product, then you require that X number of persons with that specialty to produce that particular goods. So this is very important. So while doing that, Priyanka, आपको नींद आ रही है? आप ऐसे ऐसे कर रहे हो. So while doing that, what you do basically is you coordinate with every department. आज कोई भी प्रोडक्ट ऐसे बन के मार्केट में नहीं आता. अगर कोई भी प्रोडक्ट का ऑर्डर आता है तो सबसे पहले फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट को पूछा जाता है कि आपका कितना आपके पास कितना फंड है. उसके बाद परचेस डिपार्टमेंट को अलाउ किया जाता है कि आप कोटेशंस मंगवाइए. फिर कोटेशंस आने के बाद फिर फाइनेंस डिपार्टमेंट उसको फाइनेंस करता है. उसके बाद वो स्टोर्स में आता है. स्टोर्स डिपार्टमेंट कोऑर्डिनेट करता है प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट से. प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट अपना एक शेड्यूल सेट करता है कि कितने टाइम फ्रेम में आपको ये ऑर्डर बना के रेडी करना है. उसके बाद जब वो प्रोडक्शन डिपार्टमेंट अपना मैन्युफैक्चरिंग डिपार्टमेंट अपना ऑर्डर रेडी कर देता है, उसके बाद वो जाता है लॉजिस्टिक्स के थ्रू वेयर हाउसेस में. फ्रॉम वेयर हाउसेस इट गोज टू द मार्केट. सो इन दिस वे this particular marketing is an integrative function. It combines the functions of each and every department whichever exists in an organization, be it a small company or be it a large company. Marketing is everywhere. The next important factor is adaptation to the environment variables. Yes, if you really want to be a powerful brand, then you have to adapt to the changing environmental conditions. I'll take an example over here. Recently Nike had come up with their range of sports gears which is being manufactured from the ocean plastic. So they have come up with the t-shirts and the shoes which are manufactured from the ocean plastic by taking 60% of the plastic residue and combining it with the other fibers and other things. They had produced this particular shoe. Okay, so adaptation is very much important. You need to adapt to the environment, otherwise people will not take your brand positively. Now there was a time where every store, every mall was giving you a plastic carry bag. Today they have switched to the cotton bag, as well as some of the stores like you have Reliance Fresh, you have Mega Mart, they had come up with the bags which are manufactured from the vegetable waste. So this is how the companies have changed their vision. Now, if you consider the example of Ford Motor Company, Ford Motor Company is very famous company of America, United States of America, and they are very well known for the green supply chain management. It means that when the life of the car is over, after that 70% of the scrap item they further procure it from the market, and then they take out the useful parts from it, they do the refurbishment, and then they use those old parts into the new vehicle. In this way they are contributing towards reducing the greenhouse emission, they are contributing towards reducing the pollution. So this is how the marketing efforts are being modernized and improvised with the change in the environment and with the change in the conditions. The next example over here I would like to take is of McDonald's. Now in case of McDonald's, they are coming up with the wrappers. They have the wrappers in which they wrap the burgers and their fast food, which is manufactured from the vegetable waste. It means that if you dump it in the ground, it will get degraded and it will not harm the soil. Same is the case with the Woodland company. If you buy any Woodland shoes today, they had come up with a Woodland shoe as Pallavi was giving an example that day about the biodegradable products. So they have come up with the biodegradable shoes. It means once the life of the shoe is completed and finished, you can just dump that particular shoe in the soil and that the shoe will get converted into that particular fantastic garbage and it will not harm the soil anymore. It will get decomposed completely. So you have to adapt to the environmental variables, then only the particular customers will take you very positive. Next important point is universal function. Whether you are in India, Japan, Korea, South Africa, Malaysia, Bangladesh, Bhutan, United States of America, Canada, or any other country in the world, you have to really focus on one thing, that customers will be the center point of decision making, and therefore the marketing will always have that utmost importance in any organization's strategic decisions. So it is considered as the universal function. The important aspect is it is also considered as a management function, because in management we talk about five things, that is planning, organizing, coordinating, controlling, and staffing. So all five aspects are being covered under marketing also. Therefore, it is also considered as a part of marketing, right? So this is what the nature of marketing is. Now moving ahead, what is marketing management? Until now you have understood about marketing. Let us understand what is marketing management. So marketing management in simple language can be defined as the art and science of choosing the target markets and getting, keeping, and growing customers through creating, delivering, and communicating superior customer value. It simply means that offering something to the customers by creating, communicating, and delivering value. That's it. आप कुछ ऐसा बना रहे हैं जिसमें आपने वैल्यू क्रिएट की, उसको कम्युनिकेट किया एंड फाइनली उसको कस्टमर को डिलीवर किया. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज एंटायर मार्केटिंग मैनेजमेंट प्रोसेस. Until now, is there any doubt with anyone? आपको कोई डाउट है किसी को? अगर किसी को कोई डाउट है then you can ask me. Anyone? Kunal, Anteshwar, Saurabh, Monica, Onkar, Devendra, Harish bhai, Mohit, Shruti, Simran, Sneha, Vinod Pawar ji, Vishant Pujari ji, Yogesh. Any doubt? Okay, so it means you are understanding what I am covering. So now let's move ahead. Scope of marketing I have covered yesterday. Now, if you are a student of marketing, you must understand where the marketing can be applied. So as we can see in this particular screen, that in order to understand the scope of marketing, you have to understand which are the things which can be marketed. So according to the experts in marketing and according to the father of modern marketing management, that is Philip Kotler, there are 10 things which can be marketed, and that makes the scope of this particular subject. The first important thing is goods. Goods can be easily marketed. Goods includes anything which is tangible. I am wearing these specs right now. This is the case. Now this is the pen. Now this is the mask. These are considered as goods. These can be easily marketed. And for marketing, What are the other things which are to be taken into consideration? That I'm going to cover under 4 P's of marketing and 7 P's of marketing. That will come later. Second is services. Services are intangible in nature. For example, doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants, airline, right? So you are taking the services. You cannot store the services, but you can feel the services, and that they have a very short life. Once the services are delivered, you don't have the ownership on that person who is giving you the service. While in the case of goods, once you have purchased the goods, the title will be transferred in your name and it will remain with you forever. Next important aspect is event. Now we have a lot of event marketing companies today. Events are also being marketed. Like for example, global sporting events, World Cup, hockey, Olympic. So all these things are events, IPL. So these events can be marketed, and for that, the global sponsoring brands are there. Those who are always eager to sponsor such event because it creates a very strong brand popularity, and then people get very much attached to these kind of brands, and it is also contributing to the strong brand equity. People consider these brands as more powerful, and in the preference they give these brands in the top priority as compared to the other competitors. Next is experiences. Now in marketing, you can do the marketing of experiences. For example, Disney World, amusement park like AdLabs Imagica. So what they are doing is they are not marketing their products. They are basically marketing about the experience. They tell you that please come and get the experience of such kind of rides, right? So these are the experiences for which the marketing is being done. Now there is a fantastic uh, system that is called as Tomorrow's Land. I don't know whether you have heard about it or not. Every year, this particular rock music concert is been organized, sometimes in Ibiza, which is in Switzerland, and it is one of the biggest extravaganza event wherein the topmost bands and the top performers and the pop singers, they participate. Along with that, the audience also comes, and the charges are starting from somewhere around 10 lakh onwards, and they play the particular concerts. They perform in front of the public live, and there are a lot of swimming pools wherein the crowd is generally there. They are gathered and they watch to their famous singer and the famous bands. So with this, they offer the wide range of products also. Everything, all the best outfits like Gucci is also available, Armani is also available. They can do shopping also. So these are the marketing experiences which are there available with the marketers today. With this, the marketers are actually raising the chances of profits. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने देखा होगा अभी कुछ दिन पहले ऐड आया था, कोका कोला का रैपर है, उसमें ये कोड है, उसको अगर स्क्रैच करते हैं देन विन अ चांस टू गो एंड सी द विंबलडन, राइट? तो ये क्या है? दे आर ऑफरिंग द कस्टमर एन एक्सपीरियंस while purchasing the product itself. So such kind of things can be clubbed together. Next is persons. Now persons means the celebrities. Today every celebrity is having their managers, personal assistant. So what these people are doing, they are doing the marketing for these people, and they are fixing all the appointments and everything. Suppose today if you call Kapil Sharma, the great comedian of Indian series, will not take the call, and on his behalf his assistant or his manager will take up the call, and he will ask you about your requirement. Based on that, he will tell you whether he is available on that day or not. Further, he will also tell you about his fees. Presently, Kapil Sharma charges 25 lakh rupees for 1 hour. So all these things, Kapil Sharma is not going to tell you over the phone. So his managers are going to tell you. If you want to contact Sachin Tendulkar, he will not receive the call directly. If you try to contact PM Narendra Modi ji, he will not receive the call directly. Rather, his PS will take up the call and they will try to understand whether it is a genuine case or not. Only in some very, very crucial cases, they will hand over the phone to the person, otherwise not. So persons marketing is there. Lot of celebrity marketing agencies are there which are doing all the marketing and campaigning for such kind of things. For example, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Mahendra Singh Dhoni has given all his sports rights. Whatever money he is going to earn, that a sports management company will take care of all the money, and in return they are going to offer a lump sum amount of money to Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So this is the case. Then Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, all such kind of players are doing such kind of things. They cannot take account of all the money whichever is coming by way of prizes or by way of the reimbursement or as a part of playing in the game. So what they do is they give this entire responsibility to some sports management company, which in turn give them some lump sum amount, and then they take care of all their accounts. So persons marketing, then places marketing. Now when we talk about places marketing in India itself, there are a lot of examples. Kerala tourism, Gujarat tourism, UP tourism, Maharashtra tourism. Every state is sponsoring their tourism by telling you the USP about their state, right? Andaman Nicobar tourism, Assam tourism, West Bengal tourism. So these are the marketing for the places. Everywhere, wherever you go, even if you go in Germany, if you go in United States of America, if you go in United Kingdom, you will find that even Ireland is doing their marketing separately, Scotland is doing their marketing separately, England is doing their marketing separately, although they are part of United Kingdom. Then comes the properties. Now there are n number of examples. Lavasa and SEZ, Magarpatta and SEZ in Pune, they are doing their separate marketing. Then there are small players and big players who are doing the marketing of their properties and real estate separately and independently. So that the properties are also being marketed today. The next important thing is organization marketing. So in case of organization marketing, you are not doing marketing of a product. Rather, you are doing the marketing of the brand name. For example, sometimes you will see the advertisement of Maruti wherein they are showing the logo in the front, and on the back side of that, the range of the cars is being seen. So that means the company is not focusing on the particular brand or the particular model. Rather, they are trying to create awareness amongst the customer pertaining to the Maruti Suzuki brand as such. Then you have advertisement of Panasonic, Bajaj Electricals. You can see these advertisements. You can revisit these kind of advertisements later. So the organizations, when they promote their brand name rather than promoting the product, that is called as organizations marketing, right? The next is information. Now about information, some of the students have turned off the camera. I don't know why. There were large number of students earlier, but now later on, some of them have turned off. See, it's a good practice because I am also looking at you. Based on your body language, based on your facial expression, I can make a prediction that yes, you are understanding about it or not. Okay, so I humbly request everyone to please turn on the camera. Let's be it the last lecture of the class. Let's focus on this particular class because whatever points I am giving you right now, you may not find all these points in the books because I'm not considering the books always every time to give you the particular lectures. Next important thing is information. Now, how the informations can be marketed? It's a very interesting fact. Informations can be marketed in various ways. Now, when you talk about information, information is available to the customers in various forms. For example, COVID pandemic has given rise to a test that is called as RT-PCR test. Without knowing the result of the RT-PCR test, the doctors could not give you the dosage or the particular drugs for the COVID. So that RT-PCR is an information which is being provided to the customers, and on that basis the doctor could prescribe you the medicines. So information marketing is available in various forms. For example, sonography, ultrasound, CT scan, MRI. What these things are? These are the informations, and informations are provided accurately by the machines and by the companies, and for that purpose the companies are charging hefty amount of fees. So information marketing is very important today. Without having adequate information, you cannot take any decision. Next one is ideas. Now, when you talk about ideas, friends, always remember that ideas can also be marketed. For example, recently there is a campaign for reducing the consumption of fuel, and for that there are a lot of innovative and lot of awareness measures which are being taken by the government through this particular initiative. They are showing such advertisement like when you are in the traffic, just turn off your particular engine, and when the signal is green, again turn it on. Regular maintenance of your vehicle will reduce the fuel consumption by about 5 to 10%. Such advertisements are being shown on regular basis. So this is an idea for which the marketing has been done, so that the people should get aware. At the same time, they should reduce the consumption of the fuel, unnecessary consumption of the fuel, which is not going to give them any kind of output. So this is one case. Then drink and drive, polio campaign, right? Malaria campaign, any other vaccination campaign, all these things are ideas which are being promoted among the public or the community through proper channels. So ideas can also be marketed. and you are promoting ideas in various ways. Ideas are being promoted, ideologies are promoted through various platforms, online platform and offline platform. So these are the 10 things which can be marketed. If you have understood the 10 things, it means you have understood the scope of marketing management, right? So as I'm moving ahead, may I know from you whether you have understood whatever I have said right now? Have you understood whatever I have said?
Yes, sir.
Devendra? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Greetings.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Why I'm asking you again and again, because there might be a possibility, as if I am going very fast, I am going very slow. Some of you will be able to pick up with my pace, some of you may not. So all these things are very important as a faculty to understand, and time to time I have to adjust my pace. Now let's see the difference between the sales and marketing through this particular screen in front of you. As you can see, the sales basically focuses on the production. Once the product is ready, it is being sold out to the customers, and then the entire focus or the emphasis is given to the seller's need in case of sales orientation. While if the company is marketing oriented, then it will start from the customers, it will go to the production, then based on the production out whatever the product has been manufactured, the products are being sold to those particular respective customers, and here the cycle will complete again by focusing on the consumer feedback. So marketing focuses on the consumer needs, whereas the sales focuses on the production. So this has been taken from the book, and I have given the source over here. Whenever you are taking any particular picture from any source, as a good practice, you have to give the source also. Otherwise, it will be considered under plagiarism. Now, next point is evolution of marketing. Evolution. How the marketing concept had evolved over a period of time. So, the very first concept which I gave you on the first day of my lecture, that was day before yesterday, I told you about the exchange concept, that was the barter system. Now the barter system had started focusing only on the exchange of goods and services, because that time the currency was not invented. After the currency was invented, and there was a need for the rapid industrialization, because people were devoid of products and services. So the capitalist and the producers, they had come together, they had agreed to do the mass production, they had started producing the goods and services. But while doing that, they have forgotten the needs and wants of the customers, because they were mostly focusing on the production rather than on the consumer needs and wants. By doing that, everyone was coming up with the homogeneous product. In that homogeneous product, what happened actually, there was no dissimilarity. All the products were alike. So consumers were not having any choices. At the same time, the consumer was also getting bored. There was a saturation which was being observed in the market, because everyone was trying to produce the same kind of product without making any changes. So the production concept has got failed in the market, but slowly the particular companies had realized that we need to switch our gears from production to the product. Let us give attention to the product. But in that era, the focus was given to product, but then again, not more focus and more attention was given to the consumer needs and wants. So what happened, initially whatever the products were manufactured, those products were being sold out, and then again the product was customized, and little bit customization was done, and the companies had started selling those products to the customers. But then the market became saturated. Everyone was having a television set by that time. Everyone was having something which was being produced by the companies. Since the market became saturated, the companies wanted to increase the sales, because the warehouses were dumped with the goods and they were not having enough funds to survive. So the focus was given to the sales. Then we can say that the product concept was evolved to the sales concept, because huge dumping was there in the market, and for clearing the stock, the companies had started focusing on the aggressive sales part. So salesmen were deployed, they were given the huge and aggressive targets. With that aggressive targets, they were just selling the products and pushing the products to the customers and to the markets. By doing that, the salesman had forgotten that the consumer itself had their own set of needs and wants and their own problems, which was probably not being satisfied all the time with the product which they were offering to the customers. So slowly, the sales had got less number of revenue. The sales revenue started going down, and the profits also started going down. when the profit started going down, the companies had realized that somewhere we have to make the changes in our perception and in our entire strategy. What they did was they had started focusing on the consumers then. While focusing on the consumer, they had identified that rather than making a product and then making it fit to the customers later, rather we should start with the customers, identify their needs and wants, and then try to sell the same product to the customers. By doing that, we will be able to get the profits. And then the company had started getting huge profit because the companies had realized that whatever they were doing earlier, that was not sufficient. Sales had to be supported by the consumer needs and wants, the customization and other processes which was not the part of sales at that time. Then came the marketing concept. So marketing concept was mostly revolving around the customers. Every companies had started making the offerings based on the consumers needs and wants, and then slowly the companies had realized that the market has become further saturated. The profits were stagnant, and the sales volume has also gone stagnant. The maturity was being observed. No new demand was coming from the new markets, and that is how the company had started exploring further. What should we do in order to get more business? So what they did was they had started exploring the things and they had started connecting the dots. While connecting the dots, they had started identifying that we were trying to make the product for the customers, but we had not thought about the society. If we look at the society by and large, and if we look at the stakeholders by and large, the internal stakeholders, those who are our employees, the external stakeholders, the government organizations, the customers, if we make some kind of linkage between the customers and the employees, probably the employees will, if they get motivated, they will get the more business for the companies. So there came the societal marketing concept. So marketing evolved from the exchange concept to societal marketing. Over these particular stages, lot of changes have been done. Today what we see is called as societal marketing. I'm going to explain you the societal marketing concept in my next lecture, but for now you should understand that today we are not just focusing on the marketing, we are focusing on societal aspects of the marketing, right? It means we are considering society as our priority before making, before launching, before manufacturing any product or service. Now, in case of marketing, as you can see in this particular screen, the shift was from seller's market to the buyer's market. Now, as the companies had started giving focus to the buyer's market, the prices were also being determined by the buyers. The market had stopped determining the prices for their products on their own. Rather, they had given it an open-ended survey to the customers, to the respondents, to tell them and to give them an idea as to what should be the price of their product. Based on that, they had set the price of the product initially. So if you look at the traditional marketing concept over here in the screen in front of you, the traditional marketing concept was focusing on the customers, product to be sold to the customers through selling and promotion, and the objective was profit through sales volume. That was the objective. Now if you look at it, basically company wise, if you look at it, every company was having the more or less same kind of approach, and in order to get the long run success, the companies had started focusing on analyzing the consumer needs and then working backward to make the products that will fulfill those needs. And the emergence of marketing can be explained very best by the shift from a seller's market to a buyer's market. One with the shortage of goods and services to a buyer's market, that is a market with the abundance of goods and services. So that was the traditional marketing. The modern marketing concept focuses on, starting point is factory, obviously, focus is given on the product, means is selling and promotion by using the marketing mix strategy, that is product, place, price and promotion, and then achieving the customer satisfaction was the new thing that company had introduced. And then by getting the customer satisfaction, how to get the profits, that was the main point. So modern marketing concept is focusing on the customer satisfaction part. By doing that, they are doing everything right from the testing, right from the product commercialization, any particular stage, whatever they are doing, that is being done, that is being tested with respect to the consumer needs and wants. So everywhere the consumers are involved. Now, as I was giving you the example of societal marketing concept, here is an example of Videocon. Societal marketing, basically it's a marketing concept that holds that a company should make a marketing decisions by considering consumers wants, the company's requirements, and society's long-term interests. So it's a triangle. In first point, you have to consider the very important thing, that is the consumers wants. The second thing which you have to focus is the company's requirement, and the third thing which you have to focus is the society's long-term interest. If you focus on these three aspects, it means that you are focusing on the societal marketing. Now there is an example over here. Videocon recently they have redesigned their logo to green to show the consumers the importance of being green, and telling them that the product is designed by Videocon takes care of the environment and it doesn't harm the people or the environment at all. So Videocon ने अपने लोगों को हरा क्यों किया? ये दिखाने के लिए going green means they are very much concerned about the environment, and whatever they are doing, they are not going to harm the environment. That is the first example. The next example which I am going to tell you in case of societal marketing is Adidas. In case of Adidas and Nike, they have clear-cut policy in the plant also, and in the website also. They have mentioned that all the community-based, like better pay for local workers in the underdeveloped countries, and they avoid the underage employees, means below 15 years age group people they are not hiring. And what they are doing is they are also promoting the sports among the underprivileged people by offering them the free sports gears. If you are talented and if you are poor and if you belong to an underprivileged family, you can contact Adidas and Nike. Probably they will offer you a sports gear free of cost by identifying your talent. So that is how they are doing the societal marketing. So the other companies which are following the societal marketing concept, we have McDonald's, KFC, Nestle, Body Shop, Nike, Coke, Adidas, P&G, Calvin Klein, IBM, Microsoft, Apple, Puma, Gucci, Nokia, Polo, Rolex, Omega, Prada and National. अभी रिसेंटली नोकिया ने क्या किया था? नोकिया ने एक एडवर्टीजमेंट कैंपेन चलाया था कि आप आपके ओल्ड फोन को उनके पास में आके डाल दीजिए एक बॉक्स में, और जितने आप फोन उनके वहां पे डालेंगे जाके डस्टबिन में, वो बॉक्स से वो कलेक्ट करेंगे और उसको फिर रिसाइकलिंग करेंगे. जितने फोन्स होंगे उतना वो पेड़ लगाएंगे इंडिया में. दे विल कंट्रीब्यूट टुवर्ड्स द reforestation. They will plant one tree against every particular old and unused or the scrap cell phone whichever you are going to put in at that particular counter. So ये एक सोसाइटल मार्केटिंग है. अभी आपके ब्रांड फैक्ट्री में पुणे में सोसाइटल मार्केटिंग चल रहा है. पुराने कपड़े दीजिए और 500 रुपीज डिस्काउंट लीजिए. लोगों को पता है कि पुराने कपड़े वो लोग रिफर्बिश नहीं करने वाले. वो कहाँ जाएंगे? The entire old clothes will go to the underprivileged countries and the underprivileged people. उनको पहनने के लिए कपड़े मिल जाएंगे. एट द सेम टाइम आपका सोसाइटल मार्केटिंग भी हो गया और आप आपके कस्टमर से कनेक्ट भी हो गए. सो आई हैव गिवन यू एन नंबर ऑफ एग्जांपल टुडे to understand the scope of marketing, to understand the nature of marketing, to understand the difference between the sales and marketing. And here I am just concluding my session. Before we discuss anything next time, I really want you all to kindly go through the ebook which has been shared by Pawan sir on WhatsApp group, and try to understand some of the terminologies which are given in the book and come up with your questions next time. Now, as far as the session is concerned, the session is now open for question and answers. From your end, Nikita, Monica, Priyanka, I can see you on the screen. Akshada, Suraj, Devendra, Kunal, you all are welcome to ask the questions. Nehal, Suraj, Vinod Pawarji, Shruti, please ask me the questions now. Anteshwar, जे काही क्वेश्चन्स आहे तुम्ही आता विचारू शकता. नो क्वेश्चंस? ओके, ऐसा तो होना नहीं चाहिए. क्वेश्चन तो कुछ भी होंगे तो अच्छा है ना. मुझे भी अच्छा लगेगा कि आपको कुछ अभी डाउट है तो मैं आपसे आपके डाउट क्लियर कर सकता हूँ. निकिता, कोई क्वेश्चन है आपका? ओके, आपको मैं एक चीज बोलना चाहता हूँ. आपने देखा होगा अभी मार्केट में जब से कोविड आया है, लोग इम्यून बूस्टर्स और विटामिन की गोलियां ये बहुत कुछ ले रहे हैं. क्या आपको पता है कि लोग एक्चुअल में विटामिन की गोलियां नहीं खरीद रहे हैं? People are not buying vitamins, they are buying health. अगर आपने इस पॉइंट पे फोकस किया और इसकी गहराई को समझ लिया तो आप समझ जाओगे पीपल आर नॉट डिमांडिंग फॉर MBA ग्रेजुएट्स, they are demanding for the solution to the problem which the companies are facing. If you can fulfill those particular gaps, if you can fill up that gap by solving their problems through your skills, through your attitude, then probably you are the right fit for the job, right? तो आपको अपने आप को उसी हिसाब से बनाना है. कॉर्पोरेट में जो जॉब है वो MBA डिग्री के ऊपर नहीं है, वो इस बात पे डिपेंड करती है कि उनकी जो प्रॉब्लम है उसको आप कितने हद तक सॉल्व कर सकते हो, राइट? अगर किसी को हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम है तो वो आई स्पेशलिस्ट के पास नहीं जाएगा ना. उसी तरीके से अगर किसी को एक बढ़िया अकाउंट्स मैनेजर चाहिए तो उसके लिए वो मार्केटिंग के पर्सन के पास नहीं जाएगा. कंपनीज को वो चाहिए जो उनकी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर सके. डिग्रीज तो सिर्फ केवल एक प्लेटफॉर्म है, आपको वो प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है जिसमें आपको एक्सेल करना है, लेकिन डिग्री के ऊपर आपका परसेप्शन, आपका एटीट्यूड, आपकी नॉलेज और आपकी स्किल आपको आगे लेके जाएगी. आपका कोई अगर क्वेश्चन है तो प्लीज आस्क मी द क्वेश्चंस. Simran, I cannot hear you. Please unmute yourself. Simran, you want to say something? Simran? Haji
No,
Simran
sir.
ji. Okay. Monica, you want to say something? Okay. Devendra ji, you want to say something? Kunal, at least कुछ तो बोलो, हाँ या ना मुझे. हाँ कुणाल.
नहीं सर, एग्री हो सर, आपने जो जो बताया वो सभी पॉइंट्स पढ़ा है पहले भी.
ओके. आज कुछ नया पढ़ने को मिला आपको कुणाल?
कुछ नया? हाँ सर, नया मतलब.
ओके, ठीक है. सो लैक ऑफ मोटिवेशन, एक लास्ट आप लोगों के लिए कोट है जो आप लोगों को आज एक याद रखना है लाइफ लॉन्ग, कि लाइफ में मोटिवेशन होना बहुत जरूरी है. लैक ऑफ मोटिवेशन इज लाइक अ डिफ्लेटेड टायर. टायर में अगर हवा नहीं होगी तो क्या होगा? यू कैन नॉट मूव ऑन until you replace it. So you have to have the motivation in your life. जब तक आप लाइफ में मोटिवेशन नहीं रखोगे तो हर दिन आपको वैसा ही लगेगा, हर खाना आपको वैसा ही लगेगा, हर चीजें आपको वैसी ही लगेंगी. सो काइंडली गेट some enthusiasm or motivation in your life so that you will move on. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you for being with me, and thank you for attending my lectures very patiently. I'll share with you the particular sessions video by today evening. Please do subscribe the channel because it is for you only. If you promote it, probably that will be the best reward for me. मेरे साथ जुड़े रहने के लिए हृदय की गहराइयों से आपका स्वागत है. थैंक यू.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू. थैंक यू.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Bye. Have a great day, sir.
हा तर झोपेतनं उठलाय बघा, लिटरली झोपेतनं उठलाय.
तर नुसता हसतोय बघ. तुझं चालू आहे ना? तुझं चालू आहे.
आता लिटरली झोपेतून कोण उठला होता पण?
Bye, sir. Bye. Bye.
माझं चालू आहे, बोलतो कोण?
आता मी सरांच्या लेक्चर नंतर